You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Wow. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. Zero Dark 30 plus 2. Been up for a little while. Folks, denial. Yeah, that river in Egypt. It keeps coming back. Woo! I tell you, there's a lot of it. And there's, I think, a very negative consequence for denying facts. Right? We all want to hear what we want to hear. You know, we all want to live in an echo chamber where we hear ourselves through other people and yada, yada. But a mistake is made when you ignore the facts. So let's start with a little bit of stuff that's been going on, if we shall. Just since we talked last night, Nancy Pelosi came out and went off screaming and yelling, in my opinion, screeching, shrieking, whatever you want to call it, objecting to having any responsibility for January 6th, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, when you're caught on video talking, bragging, admitting guilt, and then you want to deny it, that is some serious denial. But see, the media just laps that stuff up. They completely ignore reality. Completely. See, reality isn't what they're selling. So they just ignore it. There's a consequence. You know, in addition to that, I mean, Nancy, there was all kinds of denial everywhere, folks. I mean, the WNBA denies that Caitlin Clark is the reason anyone even gives a shit. And for most, it's just, I wonder, you know, we're going to watch this shit show, if you will. Just how long until it implodes from stupidity? How long? It won't be long. So, newscasters, editorializers, mainstream media, they're in complete denial that Joe Biden is completely fouled up, completely messed up, completely just lying his ass off. The Juneteenth crap has started. Just the made up fake. It's not even a word. Can you imagine being gifted with the word of nothingness? Reality, folks, reality. The Democrats, it's funny, some in media actually see the danger they're in politically. But what are they doing about it? Well, more of the same stuff. They're in denial that what they're doing is failing. Like one news person, for example, couldn't believe that a vast, huge majority of Americans want to send illegals out of the country, deport them, get rid of them. They want to deny it. They can't believe that Americans are so heartless. Well, it's not heartless. What I can't believe is that people on the left, these leftist morons, have no basic understanding of anything. Economics. Let's just go to economics. That you can't bring people to your country and they're just going to be fine. Well, someone else can pay for it. But, you know, they have beautiful homes and cars, and big fat bank accounts. They have all they need. I'm sure they could use more. They could have more. But they don't give their money away. They want you to. They're in total denial that that's how things work. Right? That someone has to pay for it. The anger, the animosity towards the Democrats is growing daily. It's growing daily. their policies, what they're doing to children, schools, the military, what they're doing to the country with our border, our finances, our wealth, how they're screwing up supply chains. And Bill Gates is continuing to push for the destruction of our food supply chain. I'm sure the man doesn't have a single house plant that he's ever taken care of successfully. Yet he owns the most farmland. It's incredible, folks. It's absolutely incredible what these people are doing. And they just deny that there's going to be a consequence for it. Most frequently, the consequence is all-out war. World War III, whatever number we're on, that's the consequence. Because people don't have to agree with them. And that is a huge piece of the denial mystery, I think, is they think people have to listen to them. And that people have to believe their lies, no matter how either outrageous sounding or well-meaning they are. They're stupid. Question is, are you prepared? What are you prepared to do? Are you physically prepared with items, food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense? Right? That's where most people start off. They're like, oh, things aren't so good. I need to get some stuff. Have you got your stuff? And then people ask the question, well, what next? What comes next? Well, you need a plan, right? What could go wrong in your area? And you have to be honest, no denial. Well, you may have trouble getting food. Water could be cut off. Electricity, that's an issue, right? All of these things. That the biggest risk is other humans. It's always other humans, what they're willing to do, how desperate they're going to be. What does the left do? How do they work the system? Well, what they do is they like to piss people off. They like to make people mad. They like to emotionally upset people over racism, over the appearance of being oppressed or attacked, kind of like the way they use Gaza and Palestine to rile up college idiots and get them to join these ridiculous terrorist concepts. I mean, talk about being easily swayed. Easily swayed. These kids are morons, but they're dangerous. Right? Are you prepared? Do you see the denial in the media? Do you see the denial on parts of the Democrats? Do you see it? They don't see the consequences that are going to come, or they just don't care. Right? It's their way or the highway. They don't give anyone a choice. That's a big part of their game. That's how they roll. Sadly, unfortunately for me and you, we get to deal with the consequences. We truly do. We get to deal with the consequences. So, step right up. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours.